I've been taking a sabbatical off of this daggone YouTube and trying to off of Facebook as well. Big Mama daggone kind of sound like I'm all stopped up, and I am, guys. I don't know what's in the air, but it's out there. But I want to daggone talk about what's going on in these YouTube streets, these Facebook streets, all in the above. We all need to learn how to stay in our lane, not worry about what the next person doing in their house, what they got going on, what they driving, what they live in, what they eat. Don't make you shit. Okay? And it's so messy out here. I mean, half of the people that's out here don't even know each other. Just going at each other back and forth. The Most High watching. He definitely watching everybody's moves, watching how you treat one another. And I had a sabbatical. I had to think about a lot of things. How I treat people, how I treat my husband. And I looked at that and said, ew, I gotta change. Because I have a father that daggone definitely judging me by the way that I am and the way that I act or treat anybody. And I just ain't got the energy to go back and forth with nobody. However you feel is how you feel. At the end of the day, we all need to be trying to daggone get our own lives together. Fix what's broken in our own lives. Ain't none of us out here perfect at all. Me and my father had a long talk. And I just don't want to band with nobody that's going against their brother and sister. We got a lot more things to think about. In a million years, I would never think that this world would be this chaotic at all. Like when I was coming up, we go outside, ride a bicycle, nobody wasn't bothering nobody. Then they put a crime on a man in uh, Atlanta, Georgia. Put a crime on a man. No one, this man ain't got time to be daggone doing all these children. But the land is so ugly and so dark. And you got to look around at your own energy. Is your energy able to daggone be taken back to the Father without him saying, depart from me. You don't belong to me. He gave Moses an assignment because Moses listened and he stayed still so he can listen to the Father. And he etched 10 commandments. Here it is. We got cops because they think that they have the right to daggone pull. No, you have a taser. You could have tased if you thought that you was in such a harm's way. And then I think about what they did to Sandra. They could have went over there. They set her up. That was a big setup. They are out here trying to start that what they want to call race war, but it won't work. Because guess what's going to come together? The BOC, the body of Christ. Yes, ma'am. That's what's going to march. I cannot believe that public servants that work for us, that y'all pay taxes to, or for their daggone, to come and be poured in our inner cities to daggone delete us. My father said, thou shalt not kill. And it don't matter the job you have. It's a lot of people out here that's going to be told, depart from me just because you think it's okay to delete someone. We are to grow old. Yes, ma'am. And if you're giving your energy to negative energy, you're going older and older and older by the days. You got to put on a light and let it shine. Let the world know you don't care about what nobody feel about you, what they say about you, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody feeding, fucking, or financing you. Them 3 F's. Please believe it. So all of this going back and forth with negative, dark energy, when you go back and forth, if you are a bright, shining star, how dare you dim your light? How dare you dim your light to someone that's dark? Let them people stay dark. Let them people talk. Let them do all the ugly things that they do. Because at the end of the day, we already know who they belong to. Because the body of Christ really ain't out here trying to daggone disturb anybody. We really trying to daggone fight a spiritual warfare. Because when y'all delete these people, there's still a story behind them. Yes, ma'am. See, you'll hear about a story, a crime, and then it'll die down. No, ma'am. There's a spirit behind that soul that was taken out of here. There's a body. There's a spirit behind that body that was taken out of here. Yes, ma'am. No one dies. You live in torment if your soul ain't right. And looking at a whole lot of these YouTubers, boy, baby, they going back and forth. They being ugly to one another. They don't even know each other. Don't live in the same city. Just going back and forth. Guess what? Darkening your energy. Getting your heart all rushed up and everything. For what? Like I said, ain't none of these people living your life. Ain't nobody paying your bills. Ain't nobody trying to help you do nothing. But they got so much to say about everybody. When you get used to this YouTube mess, oh yes, ma'am, and this Facebook daggone bullying and daggone talking and daggone doxing and all of this mess, baby, you can daggone take on the world. It's me against the world. That's just how I feel. Y'all letting people take you out of your whole character. And at the end of the day, when you cut off your goddamn on camera, guess what? They go back to their life, you go back to yours. They don't know nothing. That's why they look up in the ceiling at my house or in the dark. Because I ain't got time to nobody be dictating about what I got going on in my house. I'm off the floor now. They talked about my bed. They did a whole lot of daggone evil stuff. And I just don't partake in it. I'm not going to go back and forth with nothing that's dark. You're dark. That's why you don't like me. Because my energy is way higher than yours. And you can't daggone. I'm like a shield. Nothing that you throw at me is going to harm me. Not nothing. Call me fat. You know, if you was a kid that was always called fat when you was younger, you definitely don't let that daggone fat name get anything near you. I am not worried about your fat names, your ugly names, your bumpy names, none of that. Because I do remember that what you say, you become. Yes, ma'am. So when you out here talking about somebody having a bumpy face and all that stuff, guess what? You'll become that. You never know what your destination is for this world. So while you're out here worried about the next person's life, you need to be worried about what God think about you. Yes, ma'am. What the big man think about you. Some of y'all young, with ailments. I mean ailments that'll take you out of here. And you worried about the next person. What they live in, how they living, what they kids doing. If I was sick of some of the people that's out here, baby, I'd be talking to the Lord. Trying to get healed. Yes, ma'am. I ain't gonna worry about the next person. I ain't got time. I want to know how we gonna solve these crimes that's going on. Yes, ma'am. I believe that if you are a demon, and I believe those is what those are, that come down here and take someone's life. What in the world is down there with the daggone police looking like an android? Because that's how that officer. Let me tell y'all something. There's android cops, and they are only armed. They're taught. They are android cops. Because listen, honey, it was hotter than a daggone oven. And the one police officer told me, he said, "Come on, me and you gonna sit in the car. He can withstand this heat." Boy, that sucker was ready to daggone unload in me. Good thing the other cop told him daggone, he said something like what you would say to a robot, like stand down or something. And that thing stood out there, y'all. We sitting in the car, we sweating to death, me and the real cop. But the other cop, sucker, that sucker was an android or something, because that sucker wasn't sweating or nothing. And he was taught the daggone, if I'm the enemy, you got to delete the enemy. I ain't the enemy. I had to tell my daggone story to the real cop, because the daggone android was trying to take me out. Yes, ma'am. So they got android cops now. They got android everything, y'all. Y'all out here voting for. Y'all remember when I told y'all that the world was ran by something other than human being? Nobody believed Big Mama. Oh, no, man. They didn't believe me. We don't need to harvest nothing that got to do with us as the body of Christ. Yes, ma'am. Oh, no, man. Some of y'all been daggone brainwashed. Oh, yes, man, they don't brainwash you. Y'all went out and looked at the sun, turned black. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. I stayed in the house because my father didn't have no parts of that. No, ma'am. Y'all falling for everything going on, not Big Mama. It's an election coming on, and I'm going to sit right here in my house because I ain't a part of it. Oh, no, ma'am. If they ain't talking about giving us our daggone reparation, I don't want to talk, and I don't want to vote. No, ma'am. Let them daggone vote for. Just do what they do. At the end of the day, y'all, we worried about the wrong thing. We should not be worried about our brothers and sisters, the kings and queens of the land. Because if we didn't have none of this, we was living off the fat of the land anyways. We planted our own things, greens, potatoes, all of that. Your grandma and aunties and them had lambs and goats and chickens and you thought, ooh, I wouldn't live like we was living like that. Yes, ma'am. We got families still living in trailers and stuff like that and on their own land. And how dare you get out here and talk about who's living in a trailer? At least it's theirs. Some of y'all out here paying rent for the rest of your life. Dogging the next person out. We ain't no better than the next because we ain't got our reparation. So who is you to be talking about her, him, her, them, they, us, we? No, ma'am. Because you ain't perfect. And if you daggone ain't following them 10 commandments, then we ain't trying to talk or hear you. You police officers got to stop this mess with this goddamn on killing. Your job description does not give you the right. Y'all got tasers. Ain't nobody trying to come after y'all. Y'all coming with the daggone intent to daggone whatever you got going on in your mindset. But that daggone badge and that goddamn gun, y'all just need to take the guns off the land. Yes, ma'am. Big Mama said so. Gun control. No, let everybody start throwing bows back again. Yes, ma'am. Get America back like it used to be. A good land. Sharing and caring and loving. America will never be great again until that comes back and God is back on land. All of this fairy tale mess going on in here, y'all god dang going doing whatever you want to do and daggone get away with it. No, ma'am, these daggone deletions need to be dealt with. What happened to Sandra Bland happened to Sandra Macy happened to Sandra Bland. It's just a recycle back over again. George Floyd. Trayvon Martin. See, George Zimmerman should not be walking today. If the police going to jail, go get Zimmerman too. He ain't no better than nobody else. If the cops is going down, Zimmerman need to go down too. He's no better than the next person. Who is he to take someone's child and walk like he can daggone walk in this land and ain't nobody daggone. I'm not inciting no riots. This is the truth. If the police is being daggone judged, so should Zimmerman. Zimmerman did no time at all. This young man was walking in a community. He wasn't bothering nobody, Trayvon Martin. And Zimmerman took that young man's life. You got a lot of Karens out here that be in somebody's business when you should keep your nosy drunk butt in your house. Because half of you be drunk trying to talk mess to somebody. Mind your business. And mind the business to pay you. We got a spiritual warfare going on. We got a goddamn going demonic warfare going on. Yes, ma'am. They trying to start a race warfare going on. We ain't going for it. Okay? You can do all the things that you want. We are the body of Christ. We will not come against what the heck is going on, but we will fight for people's rights and justice. DeAndre was murdered. DeAndre Cottrell, we cannot forget. People has lost their lives. He went to go see his sister on the 4th of July, and a lot of lies was told around this story from the sister and the brother. So see, we can't daggone just let these people just be cold cases. FBI, Birmingham police officers, daggone anybody. Daggone Illinois. Sandra can't be a cold case, and we won't let them. We will stand if our voices have to be daggone heard across the world on a goddamn internet. We can't let these people just be gone and daggone not bring justice to them. Cupcake can't just be gone. They trying to delete innocent man named Patrick Stallworth, who was set up and framed by 3 people. April Thomas, Sean, and daggone Daniel Jeltz, which is known by the name of Two Guns Vito, who wants to delete me because if I don't shut up about it, they gonna delete me. They've already threatened my life, America. So I might as well go ahead and put that out there. April Thomas, daggone LaBrittany, daggone Two Guns Vito has threatened my life. I have recordings. I have the recording of these people daggone framing Patrick Stallworth. This is just how dumb they are, America. So us as the body of Christ have to stand up for these people. If Kay Ivy's daggone gonna do, if she has her way, she'll delete Patrick Stallworth. And Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown had nothing to do with this crime whatsoever. They were thrown in this crime by some people that daggone planned a kidnapping on a dad and his baby mom. Like, you have to have your proof to be able to daggone put this out here. FBI don't want to listen to nobody. Birmingham police don't want to listen to nobody. So you got to put these people out here on Front Street about what they've done. April Thomas has gotten away with this crime for almost 5 years. 5 years. Almost, maybe 6. Who knows? All I know is God don't play about his babies, his old folks, nothing. And y'all done got out here and put it out here in the world, what y'all done. Yes, ma'am. And see, I will put it out here as many times as I have to. Y'all out here fighting the wrong people. There is a man still in Birmingham, Alabama. And the world needs to know that this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. They were trying to frame these two people, and the crime turned out to be put on Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown, America. This is what the killer made. This is who they wanted to go down for, that baby, America. And if you got to put it out here 1,000 times for these people to see what really happened to Cupcake, this young man, y'all have to look and read the comments. He's live. Somebody asking the kidnapper of Birmingham where they cousin at. Miss Star Williams. These folks playing about their loved ones. And the sad part of it all is that you've been named all through Birmingham's kidnapping situation. And see, I work for the Lord and the spirits and all of that. And I'm not about to just let this daggone sweep over my head, because this blood is on my hands. Patrick Stallworth is being judged by the world just like they trying to do Julian. They framed Julian to take the fall for something that really didn't happen. How dare y'all? But I want y'all, America, to hear. And I ain't got no lies to kick it. I'm going to have all my proof, because I ain't going to daggone just send nothing out here and put it out here without having my proof. These people admit to framing Patrick Stallworth, America. Patrick and Derek didn't know what had hit them that day. And we never heard these people say that they were guilty for anything. Here go the real daggone culprits that did this to Cupcake McKinney.
About a week or two ago, Nolan got on himself and told everybody he was in Montgomery and they had to come pick him up from Montgomery. I'm like, hey, well, fuck, who called who? Like we said, they go over there.
Yeah, because the feds got me first, and they tell Nolan, well,
they got who answerable. And you had your little girl. Yeah. Okay, where they was at Church's Chicken.
Dog, I heard about Dominique Dog when I was in jail. But they'll come and say, like I said something about me when they said something about me.
Well, I wasn't in the room when he made that room, but I ain't hear nobody come back and say he dogged you out. I mean, I don't know.
Told me he did. Oh, I'm saying names, bro. Yes, he did. That man ain't gonna lie. Big Dana told me everything, but y'all think I'm really sitting here stupid and I'm just playing like
I wasn't in the room. But
Trump, I know everything y'all hold the deal because I ain't home.
Came back and said he was in that dog, so I don't know.
We don't come around.
All I know was that he was definitely saying no, they had something to do with his baby then. Well, I got in it then.
Well, he told the feds me and Nolan, so he keeps saying Nolan, that means he was talking about me too. Because the feds
say your name.
He ain't got to say my name. He told the feds.
She was on it.
Listen, kill all this. I'm telling y'all, this boy told the feds that me and Nolan did this, dog.
They had a lot to do with it. Nolan ain't had nothing to do with it. Vito ain't had nothing to do with it. Why the fuck?
The funny thing is, she didn't never name herself as not doing nothing to it. You feel me? Listen, America, because they about to admit what they done.
Y'all trying to make it be more than what the fuck it is.
I know what happened. Patrick Stallworth and them took Cupcake up to the center point.
Now, how he know what Patrick Stallworth did to anybody? I'm gonna react to this again. The cousin in there, she gonna say April should have went through a depression. Well, she didn't. America, listen, this is strange. And Vito clearly says he know what happened. You shouldn't know nothing, Vito.
I know what the fuck happened.
Amara would be gone, dumbass hoes. And I mean, April should have went through a bad depression.
Shit, Shirley children would have been gone because Shirley, the girl, was out there with him.
Stupid motherfuckers, they went over neglectful case.
That shit was just some sick shit that happened, bro, that wasn't supposed to happen, bro. Shit happened and mistakes happen, but we ain't finna blame nobody for that. We don't blame Patrick, no man. And if Patrick don't get the jail sentence, when he go to West Jefferson, when he gonna get killed, so it don't matter.
God is saying shit don't say Vito. It's the fact that you brought up Nolan, and Dominique said that Vito and Nolan had something to do. That's still bringing Vito into the equation when you get down to break that shit down, bitch. At the end of the day, you had no business talking about that shit at all.
See, these are the things that we should be talking about, because they done framed the whole daggone man and woman for a crime they didn't do. But y'all out here worried about the wrong thing. Y'all worried about the wrong thing when these people done admitted to framing this man. We ain't gonna blame nobody. We gonna blame Patrick and them. How do you accidentally and mistakenly do anything to a baby, America? And I have put this out here in the land because Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown are some innocent people that was dragged into a crime that they did not do. These people went in these people's place where they lived, Derek Brown and Patrick Stallworth, and they went in there. They said they were on live. If the FBI ever pulled anything from back then on them platforms, hey TRW, hey boo, they'll find out that those people were in Patrick and them's house. They had no business in them people's house. Who got the washer and dryer? They'd already said what they was gonna do. So how do we know that they didn't take this baby in there because she didn't daggone delete that day? No, ma'am. People seeing this little girl all off in Montgomery, and the Montgomery folks told them, y'all better get that baby back to Birmingham because that baby on the news. So who could have had the baby in in Montgomery, other than the mama and the boyfriend that she was messing with at that time? Yes, ma'am. So then, y'all, we have to look at the pictures of the mother on live when her lover came and told her to get up off of there and keep his name out the mouth of them. Yes, ma'am. She was being threatened. They go to Silver Chevy, they hollered off. The girl ain't there no more. No, ma'am. He came to threaten because he didn't want his name in this mess. That ain't Patrick Stallworth, America. This is who was this why it was an accident and was a mistake, because they had these two pegged that they were going to go down. Remember the girls running over to the mama's house? Her mama's house. It was premeditated, America. And I can't daggone sit here and keep acting like this little girl wasn't daggone deleted by her own mama and try to frame these two to go to jail. Y'all see what it say. Talking about Dominic McKinney and Paulissa Hale has been arrested for their suspected role in the 2019 murder. Police have suspected that the man and woman accused of the kidnapping and murder of Camille McKinney. You see, they did that shit. They made this kind of stuff up to daggone try to take the dad down, and the daggone crime went wrong, and now only thing they can say is a mistake. A mistake? Y'all deleted an innocent baby.
Nolan, so he keeps saying Nolan, that means he was talking about me too. I know what the fuck happened.
Amara would be gone, dumb assholes. And I mean, they said went through a bad depression.
Shit, Shirley children would have been gone because Shirley and the girl was out there with him.
Stupid motherfuckers, they went on the neglectful case.
That shit was just some sick shit that happened, bro, that wasn't supposed to happen, bro. Shit happened and mistakes happen, but we ain't finna blame nobody for that. We don't blame Patrick, no man. And if Patrick don't get the jail when he gonna get killed, so it don't matter.
This April.
It's the fact that you brought up Nolan, and Dominique said that Vito and Nolan had.
That's just enough for me. That ain't that called conspiring, conspiracy, coming together, and they all knew what had happened, and they framed Patrick Stallworth. Like, could you imagine your life just being changed because somebody said the neighbor didn't call and say that that was that man that did nothing to this little girl? She just said, that's my neighbor's car because they pointed him out because he worked with Nolan Moore. And Nolan Moore's dad was not, stepdad, allegedly was not about to let that go down like that. So he framed Patrick Stallworth for him. When they're the ones that's been blamed for all of the kidnappings going on, like Ramondas. We can't forget him. Then we can't forget his best friend that he fell out with. We can't forget that. It all in the same, but y'all worried about the wrong thing. These babies done daggone been deleted. This baby can't never come back again. And they all had their hands in on it. And out here looking for a baby that they had done daggone. Baby, this what the boy did to us. This how sweet this dude is. And how slick. He daggone scandalized me and my husband's name. That's that daggone Daniel Jokes. Yes, ma'am. And he made some ugly, this something that daggone the world need to daggone. My husband in clothing. And this man done made this mess up just like he did the daggone dad and that girl. I just wanted y'all to see how he do. That's how slick he is, America. He can do this kind of stuff and make you look like you done something and you ain't never done nothing like that in your life. Do you know that that's a daggone something that daggone mark somebody? You crazy dude. You did me, my husband, like you did Dominic McKinney, Polish, and daggone, what's his name? Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown. Yeah. But see, my people in our city know we ain't like that. We don't do stuff like that. Never been to jail for no stuff like that. You dirty dog. But those are the things that this so-called, I guess they call him, whatever he called himself in Birmingham. This the type of stuff he do. He did it to Carly Russell. He think don't nobody know, but the world gonna know. His center stage is about to take him. But see, the world needs to know that you cannot plot on nobody, put innocent people in jail. Them people been in jail for a long time and Birmingham gonna pay them their money. Yes, ma'am. Because you can't get out here and scandalize people's names like this. You did Dominic and you did me and you did my daggone husband. How dare you? And boy, he used to get mad, boy, when he found out that Patrick Stallworth's daggone cases was sitting back. Or said, what they want to, why you so mad? You ain't even a daddy. And you so concerned about this baby. Then you got her out here, y'all. And I can't even put this up here. But she riding around looking for the mother of them twins with her weapon in her bra. Like, they're just really some people to look into. You know what I'm saying? They should have been first suspect. April Thomas first and foremost. You should have been first suspect. Hey, Miss Claudia, how you doing, baby? But like I said, if I'm gonna talk about anything, it's gonna be these crimes that don't make no sense. Just like Angelica done told this whole story about her brother and daggone. He didn't come to Birmingham today and going, you know what I'm saying, die. Somebody was there. Somebody wasn't supposed to been there. They showed up there and they daggone deleted that boy. DeAndre did not, Cottrell again, DeAndre Cottrell did not go to Birmingham to delete. Someone planned that whole thing out, but the whole scenario is the shed was boarded up, wasn't it? Or was it locked? So how did this shed get locked with this young man and he was supposed to be daggone deleted? And the younger brother knows exactly how he was deleted. He said he was strangled. Which means, uh-oh. But see, Birmingham and FBI, y'all looking at the wrong people when you should be looking at this young man right here when people is under his live asking him where their loved ones is. And y'all acting like y'all don't see this mess. These people need to know where their loved ones is. Birmingham Police Department, FBI. They saying right here that he has been kidnapped their brother, they loved one. We can't let this stuff go unannounced and not nobody catching the flack for it. We don't care who you are, football star, whatever. It don't matter. If you are part of a crime, you need to daggone go down. And if you pay somebody to do a crime, you need to go down. That's just that. That baby did not, but that baby should be going to school with everyone else. But y'all act like y'all brainwashed and y'all can't hear them confessing to daggone deleting this baby. And I want to know how, Daniel Jelks. How did you make a mistake? What mistake did you make? Shit happen. Mistakes happen. No, they don't. Not with kids. Now, what did you do, Daniel? That's what y'all need to be asking, America. President. Because that baby went all over the world. Cupcake did. And her mama ain't said a goddamn thing, made no fuss about that, gonna trying to do anything for this baby. Like she said she was. I've been going harder for this baby than she has her own baby. Yes, ma'am. And that make you go, America. But y'all worried about who's living where and where they are. I wouldn't give a dang on if I had to pitch a tent and grow my own groceries. I'd be fine with that. Long as I ain't got to be in the limelight like this and be at all in folk faces and everything and everybody talking about what you got going on. It's an innocent man and woman in jail because somebody decided to play a kidnapping game on the baby daddy and his other baby mama. And it went wrong. America, I didn't lie and I didn't make none of it up. I guess it just had to be that y'all had to hear from your own mouth. That the goddamn going everybody with them Montgomery folks told them to take that baby back because that baby done made it up on the news. So who had her in Montgomery? April wasn't there. I can't. Patrick's blood is on everybody's hands, just like Jesus was on everybody's hands. And everybody that's judging him, these people had already judged Julian. Julian running for his life out here. Because people done daggone targeted this man. And that ain't right. Y'all already had the suspect at hand. Angelica. And I'm still from this day trying to figure out why the hell was Julian hiding in ditches. What, someone was after him too? Because that's what it sounds like. But I just want to come in here and daggone, let everybody know they need to tune down on each other and daggone worry about what's really going on in the land. They trying to sacrifice another man. They trying to sacrifice OJ. They've been sacrificing a whole lot of folks. Sacrificed Whitney Houston. Did all of that. Her daughter. All of it. And here we are again. With Sandra Bland, Sandra Macy. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing but a recycled thing. We can't keep going on with it. Everybody needs to take accountability for their bodies that they're taking out of here. Because we're not supposed to daggone go out of here like that. Not by the hands of another human being. At all. And that baby was plotted on, and she was plotted on by the cousin and the mama and the goddamn on Two Guns Vito, Daniel Jokes, who was already daggone been told that he kidnapped daggone Ramondis Robinson on a payout. But we worried about who live here and what they doing over here. Honey, it's a baby that need to cross over out of here. Want to tell her story, but it ain't gonna be told stories till she get her story out here. And the real killers is behind bars, not some people that they framed, take down because they couldn't get the dad, because they lied on the dad, and the dad called the police on their asses. No, that ain't me, dad, gonna dropping my baby. So it was Zito. And oh boy, in that silver car that they was calling out them girls. Yes, ma'am. Talking about she was dropping the baby. Well, y'all sure enough was close. Get them girls too. Because they was a part of the daggone whole daggone thing. Trying to say the dad had the baby. You see? They caused all of this stink in Birmingham. And y'all let them go and they still doing stuff. By the droves people dying in Birmingham. And them people ain't supposed to be dying like that in their streets like Birmingham like that, and then the killer get on live and tell everything that done happened. No, ma'am. That's what we need to be worried about. Not who live and what, do what they eat, what they daggone drinking, and that. We don't care about none of that. We care about the justice of these people. Daggone DeAndre Cottrell, god dang on Ramondis Robinson, Cupcake McKinney, Tony Bass, daggone everybody. The girl and the baby that had the baby in her stomach when they deleted her. The girl that was on live 30 minutes, she got daggone deleted. Yeah, we need all the Mahogany Jackson. All of these people need their justice. This is what we need to be talking about. But one crime just daggone go over your head. Like, you don't understand. These were somebody's babies, somebody's loved ones. And the same person that did Mahogany did Cupcake and everybody else. The hell. They all a part of this daggone sex trafficking and baby rings and, all of that stuff. They a part of it. I reached out to Carl Robinson with the daggone confession of daggone Two Guns Vito and April Thomas and Sean. And that daggone Carol Robinson must be part of the goddamn crew too, because she ain't said nothing either, knowing that Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown was framed. I reached out to Carol Robinson, a newswoman in Birmingham, Alabama, with the confession in her inbox. She can't say she ain't got it. But y'all have a blessed day. And listen, we need to be worried about justice for all of these people. Stop worrying about who live in where and what they eating and what they drinking and where they at and all of that stuff and dox them folks. Worry about these daggone people that need their justice. Everybody on here going at somebody or worried about somebody else's lifestyle. Leave Miss Netta alone. You know what I'm saying? Miss Netta came out original and y'all mad, jealous and everything else. Leave Miss Netta alone too. Shoot. Mind your business. That gonna help with these crimes out here. Shoot. You talking about you a body of Christ and can't be a body of Christ and people getting away with daggone deleting people. No, ma'am. Have a blessed day.